Yeah, YouTube, this is Southern Purple 1. I want to talk about the Russia-Ukraine situation. It's a confusing mess. There's so much information out there. What information is correct, what information is false, to purposely confuse us. So I'm just going to tell you what I have gathered, and I will be honest with you, I have no idea what's going to happen. So I can't even take an educated guess. The Washington Post has come out with a lot of this information, and they said it was from some intelligence papers that were given to them, that the Russians have increased their amount of troops on the border with Ukraine to 175,000. A month or two ago it was like 90,000, then went up to 115,000, and now it's standing at 175. Some of this information has sort of been verified with satellite images. I've seen a bunch of videos of Russian equipment moving, but I don't know where this is. I don't know how much it is. So it's hard to put any stock in that. Russia is definitely denying that they're ready to invade Ukraine. Luckily, Tuesday, coming up, Putin and Biden will have a virtual meeting, and they will discuss many topics, but I think the biggest one on the agenda will be Ukraine. In 2014, just a little background, we all remember Russia invaded Crimea, and they totally took control of Crimea. Now, there is a lot of Russians that actually lived there, so it wasn't that hard for them to do that. Putin is definitely 100% opposed to Ukraine becoming part of NATO. He does not want NATO on the border of Russia, and it's pretty clear on that. People will say, well, they're just going to invade. I want to throw something else out there. What if they don't invade? What if they do an air and missile campaign against Ukraine, and they target, bridges, railways, major highways, the electrical power grid system, and just totally bring Ukraine down economically. Now, Ukraine is a pretty big country, so it's not going to be something that can just happen overnight. It will take some time, and there'll be a lot of sorties, a lot of missiles to do this. Another thing to think about is what happened if they're just putting troops on the border and it's just a threat, and they're trying to get some diplomatic advantage in negotiation with Europe, and a threat to Ukraine, saying, all right, we won't invade, we're ready, but if you don't let Ukraine come into NATO, we'll stand down. It could be simple as that. Also, another problem is if Russia goes into Ukraine, Europe and the United States will put very heavy sanctions on Russia. But this will hurt Europe too. It will shut off natural gas, and shutting off natural gas to Europe will make the price in Europe skyrocket 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It'll just totally cause major chaos for the heating natural gas, liquefied natural gas. Russia gets a lot of their resources to run their government and their country through trade, so it will definitely hurt them. You have to think, when Russia went into Crimea, Ukraine was a basket case of a country. The military was in shambles, and Russia had no problems walking in there. Now, over all these years, Ukraine has been building back. So they have a military. No, it's not on par with the Russians at all. I think Ukraine has like 255,000 active troops, about 900,000 reserves. Russia has a lot more. Ukraine does have like over 2,400 tanks, but Russia has over 13,000. Armored vehicles are way over 11,000 for Ukraine, but 27,000 for Russia. And artillery pieces, Ukraine a little over 2,000, and Russia has like 4,400. So there's a huge difference in there. Russia has better equipment, for sure, when it comes to tanks and armored personnel. A lot of Ukraine's are the older style Soviet Union era ones, and Russia's been upgrading and making new ones. The one thing Ukraine has going for them is we have participated in a lot of training exercises with them. We have started to modernize their army. We have supplied with night vision, a lot of technology, Also, I think the biggest thing is U.S. supplied javelins. So these are anti-tank weapon. They're really good, very good weapon system, and this will counter the amount of tanks that Russia has. Also, I think the biggest thing that we're not talking about is the Turkish TB2s. Yeah, I think it's the TB2s. These are armed drones that were used in Azerbaijan and Armenia, and they were very, very helpful in destroying a lot of tanks, a lot of armor. So Ukraine has some of these. They're trying to get as many more as they can get. But Russia also has that electronic warfare capability that wasn't seen in Azerbaijan and Armenia conflict. So this might affect them. Ukraine has actually used the TB2 in real world, attacking a separatist, I think it was an artillery position that was shelling across the border, and they used it very successful in destroying that separatist / Russian position. So a lot of things are going on. Don't always believe what you see. The disinformation in the intelligence arena, half the battle to fight a war is intel, it's deception. So if you ask me what's going on in Ukraine, I don't know. I do know I have some contacts real world, and they're not seeing a lot of movement inside the United States. So if we were expecting a full-scale invasion, I would expect to see some movements in more active duty stationed in the United States. And I don't see that. So maybe we're going to just see what the Russians do, or maybe we know that the Russians are just balking and they're trying to gain some diplomatic favors. Maybe they're trying to keep Ukraine out of NATO. I don't know. All I know is it's an area of the world to watch, because if it goes hot, it could go into a bigger conflict. Technically, it could go into World War III. Not an issue going that quick and that fast. I know it would advantage to us if we could sell more oil and gas to Europe, because they're going to need it if Russia either cuts their supply of natural gas off, or because of sanctions, Europe cuts them off. But either way, Europe is going to feel a lot of economic pain. So, to boil it down, no idea. Just watch the area, and as preppers, we're prepared for anything. Thanks for watching.